This is the video of how I built a boat, an airboat. Roll the clip.
Alright, so I drove to my local Walmart and I bought a $10 RC toy. You want to make sure it has up and down and left and right. And after that, I went home. And then I realized I bought the wrong one. So I went back to the store. Yay! And then I bought a new toy. Now you might ask, why did I buy a kid's toy? Let me start by saying, I hate spending money. Just look at all these prices on these RC controllers. $200, $150. Why would I need a $150 receiver when I can go and buy a $10 toy from Walmart? This doink even works from 50 feet away! One thing to note is that the controllers are digital and not analog. I'll get into this later. Now, who wants to hear about how I did it, huh? Anybody? Anybody? Shut the f*** up, I'm gonna tell you anyways. So you take your good old receiver out of the toy car and unsolder all the motors. I ended up using an Arduino to control most of the functions. The reason I used Arduino is because it can output PWM signals and read digital outputs. This basically means that we can read the outputs from the receiver and we can make it do whatever we want. Your circuit should look like this. As you see, the receiver is going into the digital pins and the digital pins are going out to the speed controller and the servo. Beautiful. Alright, now let's make a budget list. So I spent $10 on the car, $1.89 on the Arduino, $1 on the foam board, $1 on the duct tape, $2.18 on the propellers, 69 cents on the servos, $4 on the motor, $2.99 on the electric speed controller, $1 on the hot glue gun, and $6.89 on the 9-volt battery, with a total of $31.61. Ding 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 ding. I did use some perf board and some male header pins, but it's not the end of the world if you don't have any. Most of the things that I used for this project were stuff that I found lying around my apartment, so this is the result of that. I didn't film much of me making the actual boat because I just wanted to finish it and I was kind of rushing and excited, but making the styrofoam boat was fairly straightforward. I'll post a link to the tutorial in the description below, as well as where you can buy all the parts. I should also mention that most of these things are from China, so you're gonna have to be waiting for a month or maybe 2 months for shipping, but hey, you'll be more excited by the time it gets there, right? Now, it's time to code! Look at this, boom boom, bam bam, code Cody. Fairly simple, fairly straightforward, it didn't take much effort. But I'll link to my GitHub in the description below where you can download this. And if you really, guys, there's not going to be a lot of views on this, so if you have any questions and you're actually making this yourself, I will answer you and I'll probably help you out as best I can in the comments below. Remember when I said that the controller was digital and not analog? That pretty much means that's a 1 or a 0 instead of like 0 to 75% or 0 to 100%, whatever it is. So what I did in the code was I had a little function which gradually increased the motor value. So it would be from 0 to 5 seconds, it would increase to full power. So I could basically teeter on the throttle to get the speed that I want. After making sure that there's no holes or leaks, it's time to test it. So I put it in my good old bathtub and made sure there was no leaks.
My apartment has a pool, and I'm gonna go put this in the pool, even though I'm probably not supposed to do that. Let's go get kicked out of the pool.
After getting kicked out of my pool, I then drove to the nearest lake to slap it in there and see if it works. It worked pretty terribly because I 3D printed a small propeller. I didn't want to wait much for it to finish, so I just did a small propeller. So I just 3D printed a new one. I 3D printed this new propeller. This thing is huge, and we're ready to give it another test. Let's turn it on.
What's that guy doing?
After I printed the new propeller though, I took my friend Kenny to the lake
river thing. I'm not really sure what it is. And we took turns driving. And at one point, I put my phone on it, which is a terrible idea. Do not do that. Although it wasn't that fast, I still had a lot of fun making this. And the best part about it is that this circuit that I made is completely reusable. The controller is paired to the Arduino, so I could just make it control anything. A plane, RC car, a bomb. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Nerd Alert. If you want to see more, just let me know in the comments below. And if you have any questions, I will answer them. Okay, bye.